And I know it's Taco Tuesday, but not in this household. We had Rib Monday yesterday, which were fabulous, by the way. We're still all talking about them. But today I'm going to make a stir fry. I'm keeping it light today. I've been kind of fasting for most of the day. I had some bone broth at lunchtime and a little bit of a collagen shot earlier, so it's kind of a dirty fast day. Today I'm going to make some yummy, delicious stir fry. I'm going to show you how to go through your fridge, well, that I've already done, just grabbing what you've got and making stir fry out of it. Okay? It's really easy and you're going to really like this. First of all, I'm in the midst of cutting up some mushrooms and I'm going to put them all in my little mushroom bowl. Keep that ready to go. And you can actually, these ones are so big, I'm going to cut them in half. I'm just going to get these ready to go. And I'm kind of showing you in real time just, you know, what it takes to get something done. And I'm going to say that's enough. So I'm going to put this one mushroom over here. That's plenty. The other thing that I need to do is I'm going to get my pan hot. And I'm using olive oil. Not olive oil, I'm using avocado oil. I like avocado oil. It has a high smoke point of 520 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means, right? You can crank the heat on this and it's not going to burn and smoke. When it burns and smoke, you've just destroyed your oil. So Dr. Shanahan, who wrote a book that I really admire called Deep Nutrition. She's just written a new book and it's talking all about horrible seed oils and how bad they are for you. And what we should be looking at is fruit oils. Olive oil, avocado oil, those are all healthy oils and they're good for you. And her whole point is just that this sets you, if you're using bad seed oils, it's setting you up for constant inflammation. And you know what? That's who gets sick and that's who ends up in the hospital and that's who ends up with chronic diseases. What you eat truly has an impact on your health. And I think it's time we just started talking about it. Let's just call it out for what it is. So get rid of the seed oils. Get rid of all those, you know, yucky industrial oils that are in your cupboard and just go with an avocado oil. Go with olive oils. Those are good stuff. We love them. So I have some onion. I've got my oil. It's not quite there. And what we want is a nice hot pan. So when I throw a little bit of onion in there, I should hear a sizzle. Thus far, no sizzle. No dice, man. We're not doing it. Into this chicken, this is all chicken thigh that's been cut up all nicely into pieces. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'm also going to add a little bit of pepper. And believe it or not, to that, I'm going to add a little bit of ginger. Oh, and I was going to get some garlic too. Did you get me some garlic powder?
Powder?
Maybe. And I have what this is called. It's a seasoning blend, and it's made, I think, mostly with mushroom and some salt and some other things. But it's called umami. Umami is kind of a flavor that you know, it's that underlying. Wow, that soup was so good, or the stir fry was so good. It gives depth to a dish, and I found this at Trader Joe's, and I really like it. It has a nice flavor, and it works. I'm also going to use just a little bit of garlic powder. And again, this is, oh, hello. This stuff's weird.
It's truly powder.
Truly is. Okay, weirdness. And then I'm just going to go through and just make sure this is all seasoned and ready to go. Okay? And it's not a whole lot of seasoning. I'm not doing a whole lot to anything. But I've got sizzle factor, and so let's get that onion going. And what do you do when you're, and see, I found an intruder piece of skin. What you're doing, honestly, when you're trying to cook something like a stir fry, is you're building a base. And you always start, at least I do, with onion and then the meat, because they can cook at the same time. And this is my mise en place. Everything's set up and ready to go, and I move it all down for the things that I no longer need. I offload it over here. And so by the time I'm ready for cleanup, everything just easily goes into the sink. It's amazing. I truly suggest working that way. So I'm done with this. I am done with this. So go here. And now I have ginger. I have real garlic. I thought I had the garlic rockers. There it is. Over here. And also what I have is broccoli stems. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the broccoli stem holds more nutrients than the broccoli flower. How do you like that? It's also more fibrous, and it can be a little bit stringy. But with our friend the box grater, it's fabulous. And one of my complaints that I would have, if you will, about prepared broccoli slaw, for example, it's dry and yucky. If you just use your own, broccoli stems, you can pretty much do the same thing. And that way they don't go to waste. Oh goodness, I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt myself. I need a holder for this, like you have with a mandolin. I'm just gonna get the basics done and then I'm gonna make you do the rest, right? Okay, I just want to show you. What you've done is you've taken something you would have normally thrown away or put in the compost pile, and it's going to get cooked. Here's the other thing. Have you ever had a Chinese stir fry and the broccoli is just never cooked? It's just like raw. Well, if you do it this way, you're going to get it. Also, add to that, I'm going to get this chicken moved around. Oh, it already smells good, you guys. This is going to be delicious. And I always season my vegetables. I always season my meat when I'm cooking because that is what adds the flavor. And if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm showing you my broccoli sprouts. I just started these. They sprouted up really quickly. 10 times the amount of sulforaphane, which is the compound that helps keep cancer away from you in these babies. I strongly suggest you get some sprouting trays, you get some sprouting seeds. You're a farmer. Anybody can be a farmer, right? You don't need plots of land, you just need a couple of things. Find it on Amazon. I use them all the time and it makes such a difference. Okay, where was I? Carrot. Carrot. And again. I love my box grater for this stuff because I don't get hard stuff. Makes it really super easy. There we go. I've got about an even number. Give this another stir. Look at this. Almost there. Almost there, you guys. The onion is going in nicely. It's getting all nice and clear. Now again, you can serve this on cauli rice. You can serve this just plain in a bowl with some spinach. I'm going to use some spinach in the stir fry because it's so good and it just adds another bit of green. Now into this, I'm going to add the mushrooms. And you saw I decided on less mushrooms. You can always do that. With mushrooms, I always like to salt them. Just a little bit of salt on top. What this does is it helps to pull the liquid out and get them nice and cooked. You want that. You want them nice and cooked. You don't want them just steamed and juicy. You want them nice and browned up. You want the flavorful, and you want to taste mushroom, not juice. Okay. And we need to always, when you're doing stir fries, you're always doing it a little bit at a time. And you have to wait for the heat to come back up on the pan. Because as soon as you add something cold, the heat goes down and it has to build back up. So that gives you an opportunity to be working your magic right here. So I've got this stuff that's ready to go, but I'm not ready to put it in yet. I don't know what this is, but I don't like it. And then I have some garlic that's going to be ready to go shortly too, using my garlic rocker. I'm going to get that all ready to roll. And when you're doing something like this, this is something that's easy to do for, if you're doing low carb, easy. All you got to do is do the cauli rice, or just like I said, serve it on spinach. The rest of the family, give them some rice and some soy sauce. They're good to go. They're not going to complain. Now you can see There's a bunch of juice in the pan because the mushrooms are throwing their liquid. That's that's called, is that the mushrooms throw their liquid. You can see the juice. See it right there? And we just wait for that to burn off. That doesn't mean it's not, you know, I'm not offended by it. It's just part and parcel. Okay. And the mushrooms really do need a little more cooking. So, and you know, you want to, as much as possible, you want to keep everything about the same size, you know, as much as possible. So, especially at least the same thing. So if you're doing mushrooms and you're slicing them, you got one really thick one, take that mushroom aside and then give it a couple of chops. Because you don't want all your mushrooms to be done and then you have this one Lone Ranger that's just all squishy and yucky. Okay, so the garlic is ready to go. I have green onions here too, so I'm gonna get those ready to go. And green onions, just add I do these at the end because they add a nice fresh flavor. And like a leek, you don't want to use too much of the green, the dark green anyway. It's pretty sharp and it can be kind of leathery, but you can use some, so that's how I do mine. And then I just kind of line them up and get them going. And a funny story, you know, Marla and Robert came over last night. We did tea time and everything for tea. And she said she's going to make potato salad and macaroni salad, and what else did she make? Oh, her heart attack baked beans. And what else did we have? I don't remember. Was there anything else? And we have the ribs.
Robert brought the pie.
Oh, and then yeah, Robert made pie and everything. It's just yeah, we're all pied out. This is hence the dirty fast today. And I was going to make coleslaw. I never got to it. So this is me saying, okay, no problem. I'm going to use it. And it's going into the stir fry. Because, you know, this is what adds the bulk and makes everything. Now, cabbage is wonderful, especially when it's chopped this fine. When it's chopped this fine, you can add it here. And I happily do. And again, the whole pan is going to go down in heat. We're going to give it a minute. Let's see, I use a spoon for this. And there's the garlic in there. That's not garlic skin, by the way, on the back. Okay. I'm just going to put these in there. That's good. That's good. We've got all the things. All the things. Now, all the things need a nice stir, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. Because what we do next is where all the flavor is going to come from. Because eating this just like this after it's cooked, it's not very fun, is it? And look how much we have. So this is great. This is about 4 to 6 chicken thighs that have all been cut. And then we had some mushrooms. We've got the cabbage. I'm just waiting for the heat to come back on to get back up. But I want you to see all the color and all the veggies that are in here. We've got sulfur, we've got beta carotene, we've got sulforaphane with the broccoli, we've got onion, we got everything. You know, we basically have everything in here. This is a strong antioxidant, very healthy for you stir fry. Now, the next thing that we're doing is I like a little bit of spice. So we're going to put a little red pepper in there. Now this is, the component in this is called capsicum. You ever heard of that before? Capsicum. And capsicum has an antiviral, antibacterial kind of thing. And it just does the trick. As a matter of fact, some people will take cayenne pepper, red pepper, and they will dump that on a burn or something, and it helps to heal. So that's kind of interesting. All right. And the heat is coming back up. Yay! And now I am going to add some ginger to the mix. This is just, I think this came from Aldi's or something, but you can buy ginger in a little bit of a
Spelling.
squeeze thing. Umami. U-M-A-M-I. Umami. So, you know, you've heard about sweet, sour, savory. Well, Umami is like savory on steroids. That's basically what it is. It's the flavor of mushrooms. It's the deep depth of like barrel-aged soy sauce, you know, things like that. So it's pretty cool. And this stuff is great because I hope it doesn't have crappy ingredients in it. Okay. That's as good as it's going to get. I do love ginger, but sometimes it just doesn't last long in the fridge because you're not always using it. But you can smell that ginger aroma is fabulous. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. And now, this is coconut aminos. Okay, coconut aminos. This is where they make like a soy sauce, but instead of using soy, they're using coconut shells. And it really works well. I love it. And I think it has a better flavor than soy. Soy is very salty. This is not. And you want to give it a good dousing, okay? Because, you know, this is like the basis for the sauce. That's what we want. Yes, you should smell this, you guys. I'm serious. This is what I'm talking about. This is what's for dinner, people.
On the knife.
Huh?
On the knife blade.
Oh, more ginger. Thank you. Thank you, camera guy. More ginger. He killed that thing. If you want something taken completely out of the tube, Mark's your man. We'll do it. It's got this. And we are done. I just want you to see. Do you see it? From scratch, I did this. From scratch. I chopped everything in front of you. I did everything. Now, here's the spinach. You could put this in your stir fry. You can put it on a bowl. You can serve spinach as the base for this. Then, when you're ready to serve, you put the green onions and fresh cilantro, fresh chopped cilantro on top. And I'm showing you this because this is how we keep our cilantro. We keep it with a plastic bag kind of looped over the top, loosely in the fridge, but we treat it almost like a vase of flowers. And this is, I'm sure this is at least a week old. It lasts a long, long time if this is what you do. If you just take it home from the grocery store in a bag and throw it in the crisper, it'll be dead in 3 days, I guarantee you. But this will not be. Oh, and the other thing that I'm going to do just before I serve is I will put some toasted sesame oil over the top. Now, toasted sesame oil has a really delicious flavor, but you do not cook in it. You don't cook in it because that's just going to aggravate. It's going to smoke. It's going to make a big mess. It's toasted and it has a nice nutty flavor. And that's great. It's great to add on as another flavor component, but you do not cook with it. And that's what makes this so great. But there you go. You've got an easy to make dish, no recipe needed, just cleaning out the refrigerator, using up those broccoli stems. And look at this. So full of good nutrition, all healthy. And I'm hungry. I'm ready for dinner. How about you? What's for dinner at your house? Thank you so much for sharing these videos, because when you share, you care. And we're bringing people into our community and showing them, yes, you can get dinner on the table absolutely every single night. Thanks so much for joining me. And if you need more information, you want to sign up for our free newsletter, go to savingdinner.com. There's one of those annoying pop-ups that come up. But I promise you, every single day you get the dinner, you get the, what's it called? The Daily Dish. How can I forget? It's called The Daily Dish, and you get recipes, you'll get nutrition tips, you'll get all kinds of stuff. Nothing but quality. So sign up today, and I will see you later. Take care. Bye.